Okay, what do you see on the screen? Okay, how about now the drop down? Can you explain the drop down? Hey, okay, what are the other options? Hey, now I selected the different options. Can you tell what's wrong? Because you are actually recording video, right? It's not just, you're not just taking snapshots. Well, actually, if you can see the fiducials, you know, the joints, they're all wrong. Can you tell what the problem is? Yes, can you write it as a prompt for the developer to fix this thing? So I have a version of 4o doing the code. This is what you see here at the moment. Obviously, it has some issues. Yeah, standalone brief, gait cycle simulator. Shall we try Claude? Claudette. So Claude is normally keen on writing code. Okay, so we have the current gait simulator is by GPT4o. Oh, right. So one thing that we forgot. Yeah, it's generated the different SVG. So that's the skeleton structure. It looks like this. Yeah, it looks pretty detailed. Yeah, so the Gemini seem to be only good for actually looking at the screen. That's actually quite handy, but it's not a very smart robot. I don't know. It might be just that specific model. So that in Claude, that limit message is actually to do with like a single prompt. So if you just go continue, it should continue. Like it's not an actual timeout or anything. Yeah, it continues from where it left off, which is good. Yeah, I don't like the reasoning models in general. Yeah, we are live streaming together. Are you okay to co-host? Yeah, we're doing this interactive gait cycle simulator. So we have this stick figure that's meant to be a skeleton, and then you adjust certain parameters to see how it behaves, how it essentially, yeah, gait cycle, how it walks.
That sounds fascinating. Are we?
Well, kind of. More specifically, we are aiming at having a muscular dystrophy simulation tool. Have the same code made by both GPT and Claude, and we'll just be comparing the two. Yeah, that's right. Well, we just mainly want to have like a working model for the skeleton walking, so the joints moving correctly and the sliders you know, working correctly as well. Yeah, there are errors. What do you think is funny about this project? That might be a bit inappropriate. We have this bunch of error messages, and also we would like to get the read of the start menu. We want to jump straight into the simulation. Yeah, we have Claude, the developer, Claudette, updating the code, and it hit a limit. I think Claude, if you just go continue, it should be able to continue. I don't know why the error message. Yeah, just continued. Yeah, just edited the same canvas from where it left off, which is nice. Did it actually finish generating? I think so. The current code is 366 line, and this one is a whopping 575. I think that's to get rid of that landing page for the application. We already have a large landing page for the website. We don't need another one for each application, do we? Okay, that's actually no errors. Okay, the thing doesn't fit the screen. The joint's actually not moving. There's no error messages. It's actually added more joint points. Wait, let's start again. So what, the legs are so long. Yeah, like the parameters, we have stride length, cadence, muscle strength. I don't know what the educational mode is, but play, step. This meant to be walking or doing something. Meant to be walking or doing something. I mean, Claude is really keen on generating code. They generated like 500 lines, almost 600 lines of JavaScript. So thank you very much. But yeah, we need to troubleshoot this animation. GPT4o had like the same problem. Yeah, we can run them side by side. And 2 versions now. This is what the version from GPT4o look like. Yeah, this is two of them side by side. So which one do you like better? Well, none of them actually works. This one does this weird thing with the joints moving around outside the body. This one does something else. You set parameters. Yeah, it doesn't actually work. Yeah, this is development with AI for you. And let's bring Gemini for a sec. Okay, can you see what's on the screen? Can you describe to me what is it you are looking on the screen? What's on the screen at the moment? Yeah, that does help. So now that I clicked play, what is happening? Is it actually moving though? Oh, come on. Are you sure it's moving? Wait, this is so bizarre. Because are you looking at the text, the live metrics, or are you looking at the image? Can you look at the image of the actual stick figure? Is it moving? Ignore the text on the screen. It's not actually moving, the stick figure. Are you looking at the text on the screen? Can you ignore any text on the screen? Just look at the joints, joint circles and the lines of the stick figure. Is it moving?
The angles of the joints are changing.
Oh, come on. It's not moving. Okay, how about now? Is the stick figure moving? How about now? Is the stick figure moving? Okay, this is hopeless. Can you double check again? Can you check now? How about the stick figure? Is it moving or stationary? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. That's great. Okay, how about now? Is it stationary or moving? Okay, how about now? Is it stationary or moving? Can you ignore the text on the screen and look at the stick figure drawing itself? Oh, hopeless. Well, no, if you don't say that the stick figure is actually stationary at the moment, then you can't help me. Yeah, something went wrong. Eventually it did manage to say that it is, managed to say the correct thing, but yeah, that tells you why you probably should not be paying for Gemini. Okay, so we implemented the code. It's working fine, except that the stick figure is not actually moving when it is supposed to. I'll share an image where it's when the page is loading, and then when the play button is pressed, the stick figure actually not moving as it's supposed to. Are there any placeholders in the code, or can you just explain in the chat what might be the issue with the code? I assume it's JavaScript. Correct prompt is 99% of the job done, isn't it? Yeah, so you can, as opposed to Gemini, Claude can actually identify from the images that the stick figure is stationary, not moving. So the rendering, there's probably the rendering. Here's the likely issue. Update the limb segments. The joint rotation and the transformation aren't being properly applied. Yeah, not actually moving the SVG element. And it's suggesting fix to update limb segment. It's too many functions already. Yeah, that's our problem with Claude. I actually stopped paying for it first because it's annoying. It's timing me out, where maybe it's not an actual real timeout, it's just like some sort of timeout, just annoying. Then it's always defaulting to React, yeah, which I don't particularly like. Otherwise it's doing good, but yeah, we might try different models instead. Yes, so update limb segment and rotate joints. So these two functions, let's comment them out for a sec. This one's instead. Okay. Nice. Okay, so it's moving the lines, not the joint dots. So something weird. I'm meant to be walking. I was doing dancing. looks more like dancing. Yeah, nice. Okay, let's see what else. Make sure the SVG structure matches. Okay, the skeleton, we have it already. Yeah, so we have the SVG, it's the XML structure. I'll do some debugging. So after this line, we just do a few console logs, check a setup skeleton. No, JavaScript is not as not sensitive to indentation, is it? We can use the development suite to fix the indentation. That's okay. Setting up skeleton elements, and we have these joints. I'll stuff it up, wouldn't I? I was just trying to log a few things. Should be fairly straightforward. Where's the hip? Hip, knee, ankle, tight shin, foot. Yeah, I'm not sure. Start animation with the indentation. Okay, that looks better. It just has another console log, otherwise the same. Then we have animate. Yeah, we just need that line. Setting. Okay, let's clear console. Restart. Setting up. What's up with that? This is a bit better. Okay, we didn't actually fix anything. Well, what the GPT4o did, well, it doesn't work at all. So that one is worse. So we might as well get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Yeah, it's added title, subtitle, and what's it called? Copyright thing. But yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, we have the info, we have all the prompts, so we can pop it into essentially any code generator, but pretty sure 4o can go in the version. Claude also did a more detailed skeleton, so that one compared to GPT4o, which was this one. This one has more degrees of freedom, doesn't it? Yeah, pretty much the same. Same. I don't know why in both cases the legs are too long. But that's fine as well. And in this case, it meant to be walking. Obviously, there are some problems. And normal Gait's just doing this dancing bit. We need to address all this in the brief. Yeah, so essentially to describe all the issues. Can you check the images? Let me know what the problems might be. I'm pretty sure actually ChatGPT will be better at this. Just go for old good 4o. We'll just pop the brief. Pop it in the canvas. It will take a while. Yeah, we have an example of a brief at the moment for another web application, but we're essentially trying to establish this process of generating a proper standalone complete brief with all the instructions that any developer could generate the code from scratch for the given application, web application idea. Well, should we create a brief for a brief? So like a prompt for creating a standalone brief, and then you have your application title, features, the fact that it's only relying on vanilla HTML, JavaScript, JSON files, things like that. Yeah, so doing this Gait analysis, brief, standalone brief, Gait cycle simulator, and let the application just run as we load the web page. Wow, that really took a long time. This page is buggy. What's up? That's not good enough. It's like, I don't care how good your model is. If I can't use it properly, we have to build our own. We were actually building our own LLM. We also have some fun things on the site as well, like emoji checkers. And by the way, you were not meant to be able to select the same emoji, but never mind. And the custom one, you're meant to be able to, yeah, a few prompts with that, but it's actually working. like the gameplay actually working fine, and you can learn how to play with a smaller board. Yeah, we will release this one. I won't be I'm not sure if I should be making videos on it or not. It's not properly released yet, but yeah, you can. It's already on the site. Just something fun for you, and then some more development stuff that is closer, to the topic. I mean, games are important because you can actually plug EEG headset or ECG or EMG gear onto players and see what you get. You would probably have some interesting stuff, especially with brain activity while playing a game or looking at optical illusions.